Divisional Round recap. Let's get into it. Texans versus Ravens. That was a lot closer than I liked it to be. But it was clear, anyone watching, that the Ravens were the better team, and they showed up in the second half. But man, that first half gave me a heart attack when it was 10-10. Now, the defense shut down the run game, and Stroud could only do so much. But when you only pass, it's kind of easy to read an offense. Doesn't really matter how good of a QB you are, honestly. And you know what, Texans? W year. You got your guy. You got your quarterback. You got your coach. You guys will be great for years to come. So good on you. But now it's time for my Ravens to move on. Niners-Packers. Okay, that's been the best playoff game so far. I don't care. In my opinion, that's the best one. The Niners barely squeezed out this win, and Brock Purdy did not look good most of the game. And Jordan Love, he was outplaying Brock Purdy for the majority of this game until the last 5 minutes, and Brock Purdy was the better QB in those last 5 minutes. And I'll give him credit. He put up a good drive, he had a TD, but I will say this about Brock Purdy. Can't play like that if you're facing the Lions or the Niners or Ravens in the Super Bowl. He can't play like that, because if he does, they're going to get eaten alive by those teams. But anyways, Packers fans, I know you're sad, but you know what? It's like the Texans. Your first year at QB, got a playoff win, almost won 2, and had a great year. So you can't be that mad. You guys will be back. You're fine. But other than that, the Niners move on. Bucks versus Lions. I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch this game. But you know what? It looked like a fun game, good for both these teams. No one thought you guys would be here, and you got here. You know what? Great year for Baker, and even better year for the Lions, man. They're moving on to the championship game. The Lions in a championship game. I thought I'd never hear those words in my life. And they're facing the Niners, and they got a chance to win this game. Bills versus Chiefs. Bills fans, there's nothing I can say. I know you don't care, but it was a close game, and you guys played really good. And I know those words are meaningless, because winning is all that matters. And as a Ravens fan, I wanted you guys to win. I wanted to dance with the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game. But it wasn't meant to be. And I don't want to be sad, but this loss, outside of the Cowboys losing to the Packers, is the most heartbreaking loss for a team in the playoffs this year. You guys lost again in the playoffs, at home again, and you guys lost to the Chiefs again. It's just heartbreaking at this point, man. And, listen, you Bills fans are way better than me. Because if I was a Bills fan from the 90s till now, and I saw this shit again, I'd be done. Yeah, I'd be stop watching football. I'm not watching the football anymore. I'm just gonna stick to basketball and hockey. I'm not watching it anymore. You guys are much better than me. Now with the Chiefs, you guys made 6 championship games in a row. That's impressive as hell. And I'm not gonna glaze you, because you guys get glazed enough in the media. But you guys won fair and square, and I'll give you that. And let's be honest here, you guys deserve to win more than the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills defense played abysmal. Sean McDermott had so many shitty calls. And Tyler Bass, okay, no hate to him. You gotta make that kick. There's no excuse to miss that bad on a 40-yard field goal. I'm sorry, you gotta make it. But again, no actual hate to him. We fuck up. Everyone fucks up. It happens. But the Bills lose, and the Chiefs win, which means the AFC Championship game is Ravens versus Chiefs. Man, oh man. This is the AFC. The Ravens with the top seed in the NFL with the MVP Lamar Jackson against a team who needs no introduction, the Kansas City Chiefs, with their all-time great QB Patrick Mahomes, their tight end who's really good at catching, and Andy Reid, the cheeseburger connoisseur. And as I've stated, my previous predictions, the Ravens on paper have the best team and should walk to the Super Bowl. We know the NFL doesn't work like that. It's any given Sunday, and this Sunday is really, really any given. And you know what? I'm worried because the Chiefs have not a lot of pressure on them. The Ravens have all the pressure. The Chiefs just came out of Buffalo winning when they're fair to lose, and they're still the defending Super Bowl champions. This team has all the confidence in the world, and I know damn well they believe they can win in Baltimore. Now, it's the Ravens. The Ravens are home. They have the better team on paper. They will need to cool the storm because they will have the pressure on them, and they will need to lock the fuck in because this game's not going to be easy as the Texans game. The Chiefs have a better run game and a better defense and an experienced coach and an experienced QB. This is the biggest game of Lamar Jackson's career, and he's going to need to have the game of his life to win this game. Lamar, this man has been called a running back by all the neckbeards through his entire career, saying he can't throw. Teams wanted to try him as a wide receiver at the NFL Combine, and the Ravens took a chance on him, and now we're here, mano a mano, LaChad Jackson versus Soy Jack Mahomes. Who will win? I'm a firm believer in good will rise to the occasion and defeat evil, and I think it will happen this Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Pacific. the Baltimore Ravens, led by Lamar Jackson, the man who's been doubted all his career, defeat the NFL's poster boy, Patrick Mahomes. Baltimore wins. Crab legs rain from the sky. Chance of MVP from the crowd as the Baltimore Ravens head to Sin City to Super Bowl 58. Okay, now this game. Hard to make a video on a team that is not yours so far into the year, but nonetheless, where do we start? Ah, yes. Say what you want about Brock Purdy. He is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. Will he be clutch? I don't know. We know he's better than him. The Niners' defense is not as great as people think it is. Their defensive line isn't that great. Their secondary is overrated as hell. I don't know why people hype them up so much. They're not very good. The linebacking core, though, is the strong suit of this team. Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw are sensational and are just a force to be reckoned with. No complaints there. And the offense is stacked as hell, of course. McCaffrey, Kittle, Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, even like Ray McLeod is not bad either. And like Kyle Juszczyk. But I'll give him this. The offensive line is not as good as you think it is. Trent Williams is amazing, but outside of him, that offensive line is not great. So there's a lot of holes on this Niners team. Now I go to the Lions side. I've stated the Lions are not very good on the road. However, their defense does hold up pretty well on the road. It's just the offense that doesn't hold up well. But seeing how much this run game has worked for the Lions, and seeing if Jared Goff just doesn't turn over the ball, and they just pound the run, and we saw how much the Niners struggled against the run against Green Bay, I think, call me crazy, I think the Lions of Detroit will walk into Santa Clara and defeat the San Francisco 49ers 21-17, meaning Super Bowl 58, Las Vegas, Nevada, is the Baltimore Ravens versus the Detroit Lions. Book it now. That's the Super Bowl. Goodbye.